There were a few challenges. It took us 10 years to finish this film from beginning to end. And the first 5 or 6 were spent filming there in Laos. We would take a trip there back every year to follow the abbot and to also follow the journey of the novices and how they were growing. And when we first just made the decision to do this film, I had actually come out of a trip my husband and I had taken to Laos, and I just came back so moved by this place. It's hard to explain why. I'm not sure I really still quite understand that, but when I came back with the stories of what I had seen and spoke to two very dear friends who are now my co-producers, Jane Hufschmidt and Craig Buttram, we decided it was worth the story going back for. And that sounded not necessarily simple, but we realized shortly that we could not go without getting a film permit, which isn't unexpected. The problem in Laos is that there was and wasn't a ministry in which we could apply, and if we did, it would probably have taken a year or two if we ever even got through the paperwork. And so speaking to our contacts there in Laos, and we just decided, probably somewhat naively, that we would just go in. We would just go in what we thought was rather subtly with large cameras and equipment, sound equipment, camera equipment, 2 cameras, and just see what we could get done. And after the first trip, we made it there and back. Of course, we had the abbot's permission to film on his school. It was whenever we went outside of school grounds that we were wondering, would someone stop us? Would someone just ask us would we just be sent home? But, we persevered, and we were able to make this film without the government's approval. And we came home, and finally, after a number of trips there, we decided it was time to start the editing process, and we found Tavi, and then we found Peter Golub and Ton to do the music. But the challenges there are, it is what I would say a very watchful country. I mean, they know exactly what you're doing.